Jesus mentions when we stand for Him or when we stand for some goodness, we will have to suffer. He says, you will be dragged before different authorities, but He still assures us something. So make up your minds not to prepare your defense in advance, for I will give you words and a wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to withstand or contradict. So He's not just saying to us not to prepare words, arguments or defenses. He's also saying make up your mind. So prepare your mind for that. Tell yourself not to prepare. Tell yourself defense should not be prepared in advance. Tell yourself that God is going to provide the words and wisdom. Now this is something for us to ponder. Whenever there is something, we like to prepare in advance. Whenever there is something, we like to organize things in advance. I'm not against this planning. I'm not against this organization. But is there place for God in all your planning? Is there place for God in all your organization? If you have been planning something for maybe a month, maybe 2 years, you have made up your mind. You know this is what you are going to do. But after that 2 years of time, if God reveals something to you, if God asks you to do something different, are you ready to change? We know that we invest so much of our time, energy in planning, organization. It's required. But there is also balance required to accommodate God in this planning, accommodate God in this organization. So many people are involved. We know that. There are so many committees are involved at times to organize something. But are you ready to give up your plans, to give place and give way to this greater plan coming from God? No matter even if 100 people have worked on for a year or for 2 years, and if you have worked on something even for 5 years or 20 years, and if God reveals something to you after that, is there place for those inspiration? Is there place for that wisdom which comes from God? In yesterday's first reading, we reflected how Daniel has been given this vision and given all the words of this interpretation of the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar. And in today's first reading, the same Daniel is brought before this King Nebuchadnezzar's son, King Belshazzar. And once again, King Belshazzar is not able to understand when he sees a hand writing on a wall. He can't understand what that means. And Daniel is being brought to reveal what it meant. Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin. What this meant? God puts words in the mouth of Daniel. And even when Daniel is promised to receive third position in this kingdom and all the gifts and valuables, Daniel says, O king, keep those things for you. I don't need them. However, I will tell you the interpretation of this writing. So God works through the mouth of Daniel. It's not coming from the head of Daniel. And he doesn't take the credit, doesn't take the reward, and doesn't take that payment, because he's aware that these are the things that comes from God. And he's only a mediator. I know we need to prepare. I know even the best people in the world are involved to give us this counsel, this wisdom. But know that all that we do is based on our experience, based on our qualification, and based on our wisdom. But no matter how many minds are at work, how many people are at work, their wisdom, their experience, and their qualifications are never greater than that of God. God's wisdom superabounds. Realize in the present world how many disasters that we have faced, and how many people in the top positions have worked on with their experience, with their skills, with their qualifications, with their talents? Have they been able to avoid everything? With the best people that we have, with the best of studies that we have, with the best of technology that we have, and the best of intelligence, some things are just with God. We know the past, we know the present, but we cannot know the future, what the future will unfold. And that's what God is going to tell you. Let us ask the Lord to keep our minds open, to keep our hearts open, no matter how much we prepare, no matter how much time we give, no matter how much energy is lost, that we will be open to those words of God, plans of God, when they are revealed to us.